I walked a road where the neons burn low, through ghost towns where the wild winds blow. Screens flicker lies, but the truth's in the dirt. Heard a lonesome cry where the heart's been hurt. There's dust on the wire and the signal's gone cold. Voices of the weary growing heavy and old. But I'll sing for the broken till my story's retired, with the fire in my soul and dust on the wire. Met a man with a chip in his hand, said it'll lead me to the promised land. But I've seen salvation in a stranger's kind eyes. No machine can hold what the Spirit defies. There's dust on the wire and the signal's gone cold. Voices of the weary growing heavy and old. But I'll sing for the broken till my story's retired, with the fire in my soul and dust on the wire. The world's moving fast, but it's losing its way, forgetting the cost of the debts we don't pay. I'll carry my cross through the digital haze, singing truth to the lost in these end of days. There's a kid with a guitar out past the divide, got a spark in his heart that the years can't hide. I'll pass him my torch, let him raise it up high, 'cause the song never dies, though the singer might try. There's dust on the wire and the signal's gone cold. Voices of the weary growing heavy and old. But I'll sing for the broken till my story's retired, with the fire in my soul and dust on the wire. So bury my boots where the wildflowers grow. Let my words ride the wind where the free rivers flow. When the last note fades and I'm called to the choir, I'll leave truth in the dust on this old rusted wire. Train still runs through the desert dust, rust and steel hold the future's trust. Wheels turning slow like they always do, but the whistle's now a hum of something new. Oh, the future road where it bends and breaks, through lonesome skies and the choices it makes, with metal hearts and trails of chrome, searching for freedom in a world unknown. I met a drifter, his eyes were red. He said, I work for machines to stay ahead. He rode a knee horse, shadow lit by sparks, and sang a lost love as the skyline darks. Oh, the future road where it bends and breaks, through lonesome skies and the choices it makes, with metal hearts and trails of chrome, searching for freedom in a world unknown. nasty souls weaving through aftermath. But there's a fire that tech can't claim. The human spirit burns all the same. Bar lights flicker, shadows on the wall, echoes of laughter where spirits fall. The jukebox hums a tune of pain so deep. Whiskey wraps me tight, no dreams to keep. Boots on the hardwood, pacing the floor. Heartache knocking, can't lock the door. The bottle whispers soft, just one more round. But peace keeps hiding, can't be found. Whiskey nights and faded fights, howling at the moon till morning light. Every chord of the guitar tight, strings of sorrow never lit things right. Dust on memories fading too fast. Smoke curls like ours that never last. The road keeps calling my name out loud, but I'm stuck under this same dark cloud. Hands rough splintered, carrying the shame. My shadow's my companion, played the game, but every mile echoes wounds untold. Songs of regret wear heavy and cold. Whiskey nights and faded fights, howling at the moon till morning light. Every chord of the guitar tight, strings of sorrow never let things right. becomes heavy as I dive back in. Truths collide on this reckless stage. Fire and fury locked in a cage. Highway screaming under my boots, chasing trouble and bitter roots. Gasoline veins and a steely stare. I've got no chains, and I don't care. He came rolling in with the dust on his boots, a shadowy figure, a man of few roots. His hat tipped low and his eyes held a fire, a wanderer bound by fate's cruel eye. On dusty roads where the wild winds cry, he chased his past 'neath the bleeding sky. Through canyon echoes and railways wail, the ballad of dusty roads is a lonesome tale. The town watched close as he stepped to the bar, a stranger who carried the weight of his scars. He ordered a whiskey, his voice low and thick, and the barkeep could tell he'd seen years pass quick. On dusty roads where the wild winds cry, he chased his past 'neath the bleeding sky. Through canyon echoes and railways wail, the ballad of dusty roads is a lonesome tale. It was a woman he lost and a debt left unpaid, a brother gone cold where their justice was swayed. With each mile behind him, regrets churned and grew, but redemption was waiting, the thing he'd pursue. At the edge of the town with his six-shot in hand, he stared down the barrel where memories stand. The outlaw faced silence, his sins tallied high, and Dusty breathed a prayer for the final goodbye. There's dust on my boots from a hard day's fight, fields of hay stretching out in the fading light. The tractor's still humming, but the work ain't done. I'm chasing the shadows of a setting sun. Granddad's old hat hangs on the wall. You can hear his voice in the evening's call. He taught me to stand no matter the rain, to shoulder the burden and carry the pain. This land speaks and whispers in dirt and skies, through the sweat of my brow and the tears in my eyes. It's a song of the earth, an unbroken chain, dust on my boots and love that remains. Mama's old kitchen smells like home. biscuits and gravy, a taste all my own. That worn wooden table where we'd laugh and pray holds the stories of nights that made brighter days. The road's been long, but I found my way in the rhythm of life, in the breaking of clay. With every heartbreak, with every year, the echoes of country still call me near. This land speaks in whispers in dirt and skies, through the sweat of my brow and the tears in my eyes. It's a song of the earth, an unbroken chain, dust on my boots and love that remains. I walk this land of dust and dreams, through endless tracks and broken streams. 100 years of pain and fight, carved in the stars that kiss the night. The barn door swings, the tractor groans, the ghost of kin in weathered tones. Whiskey echoes, stories told in fields of amber, hearts of gold. Oh, the years roll by like the river flows through the hills of sorrow, where the wild grass grows. A song of tears, of love and pride. 100 years we've walked side by side. A plowshare's hymn, some broken strings, laments of loss, the joy it brings. Clouds may shadow, but stars still shine. Through the ages, this heart is mine. We've loved, we've lost, we've stood our ground. The harmony of life's sweet sound, through storms and flames, through peace and war, we raise our voice forevermore. Oh, the years roll by like the river flows through the hills of sorrow, where the wild grass grows. A song of tears, of love and pride. 100 years we've walked side by side. Was a dark and stormy night, with not a star in sight. He was lost on the road somewhere between hell and home, and the rain started coming down just outside of Memphis town. He found himself at a place called Lonesome Bar and Grill, and he was met at the door by a tall drink of water with long red hair who said, "Can I help you, mister?" "Well, I'm looking for a friend of mine, goes by the name of Big John. Yeah, I know him well. He's out in the barn with my sister." Well, she said, "Come on back, I'll show you the way." He asked, "What y'all doing way out here this late?" She said, "Well, we came to play music, but there's a storm blowing through. If you wait till it passes, we'll play some for you." Well, the rain fell down on that old tin roof, the thunder and the lightning, he felt it in his boots. The horses in the stable started to cry. He looked at Big John and said, "What is that sound?" Big John said, "Don't you worry, just lay yourself down." And he handed him a fiddle and said, "Play along if you can." Well, they were playing in the key of A, but it sounded more like an exorcism than it did Amazing Grace. The ghost of Hank was on steel guitar, and that old Texas Tornado on accordion, playing Ghost Riders in the sky. And that woman sang, "Ghost Riders in the sky."